Good morning. It is 38 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning, of course, Jennifer and Kerry Moore back with us from the Chaves County Health Council. Rick Lamb back with us as well from Boys and Girls Club. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good.
Alive and well.
Jennifer's a little not as bushy-tailed as she was last Monday. She's a little
busy.
haggard. I can see you're looking a little like. Well, good news is we're days away now. Yes. Officially days away from the Health Expo. It's this Saturday. Mm-hmm. Everything will officially with the fun run at 7. Officially, right?
Yep.
And then
set up to 6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 is when you can get there and get set up. But running starts at 7 for you last minute people. They're going to wake up at 6:57 to get out there. Yeah, I got you. And then of course right after that, about 8 a.m. everything will kick underway for this year's Health Expo. Out all of it, everything at the Convention and Civic Center.
Yep,
So.
we're all inside.
Good deal.
With
inside
air conditioning.
and air conditioning. Yes. Well, see, here's the problem with this year. And I don't know why. They threw in humidity this year. Like, this is the first year I've seemed to be this humid the whole time, you know?
It's miserable.
Yeah.
The restaurant, we're sitting at like 56% humidity all day long.
Now, people back east would laugh at us if we said that.
I know.
But
They know how to sweat.
we
don't.
laugh at you when you say it's 95 and they're like, it's hot. It's like, shut up. So there's that. But yeah, this humidity thing's kind of, I'm very glad that you guys are all inside the refrigerated air convention center. So
Yes.
very good. Now, if you're going to be in the fun run, you're running at 7 in the morning, so it's not going to be too bad yet.
Should be nice and cool.
Just the pro tip. Now, if you're just hearing about it, the fun run is it's part of the Health Expo, but that's the Boys and Girls Club here in Roswell that they're organizing and put that event together, and it is a fundraising event for the Boys and Girls Club. So when you come participate and you pay your fee and all that, you're supporting Boys and Girls Club with that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
definitely a good thing, and you can show on up Saturday morning and run, right? There's still you like people to pre-register and things to guarantee they get T-shirts and stuff. But if you didn't do any of that, you may get a T-shirt. You may not get a T-shirt, or you may get a T-shirt that's way too big or way too small. Yeah. But you get to support the run and have fun and do all that. Mm-hmm. Now, tell them the theme. I know they say I talk too much, so I'm going to let you tell them the theme.
It's Footloose Fun Run, so it's 80s. So dress up in your 80s outfits. Literally, it's just to have fun and support the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah. Now, if you want to take it seriously as an athletic event and run your hardest, God bless you. Mm-hmm. Have fun with it. You'll get, there are prizes and things for the top runners and all of that, but you ain't have to. If you're like, I just want to support Boys and Girls Club, I want to get a little exercise, enjoy some sun, and it gives me an excuse to dress like Michael Jackson or Max Headroom or Kevin Bacon, Footloose Kevin Bacon. Yeah. Not like A Few Good Men Kevin Bacon.
Madonna. Cyndi Lauper.
What's the rule on Stranger Things? If youngins want to come out as Stranger Things, what's that rule there? Because that's a slippery slope. Because it's a TV show that's now, but it's set in the 80s. And it's all things 80s.
I think as long as you're wearing an 80s outfit.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you dress like the characters from Stranger Things, you would be in 80s apparel because they're set in the 80s, looking like the 80s.
Exactly.
So we'll count that as for the fun run.
Yeah.
If it was a serious run, that we wouldn't accept that. But because it's a fun run, we'll accept it.
No, I think if it was a serious run, we would accept it too. Because Stranger Things is very serious, man.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's good too. I've got 2 episodes left. Are you guys watching it? Have you all watched it?
Already watched it.
You've seen it all?
Been there, done that.
Okay, I'm a little behind. I've watched season 3 and now finishing season 4 in the last week or 2 weeks here. So I'm a bit.
You're behind the times.
I got caught up to season 2 and then I just didn't watch season 3. I got wrapped up and then season 4 came out. I was like, I haven't seen season 3 yet. Now I'm 2 episodes away. I got the big 2 left, and then I heard they're doing one more season.
One more season.
Yeah, more. So very good. So, according to the rule makers here, you can wear your Stranger Things stuff to the fun run here. But I would like to see obscure 80s references, like TV shows that weren't necessarily big hits, but were kind of like if someone dressed as Beastmaster.
That would be epic.
I would be now be careful, because you're a hair away from indecent exposure. But if you do the Beastmaster, because he wears like a little loincloth thing, and that's about it. But he talked. Y'all remember the Beastmaster? From
Yeah,
the 80s?
and unfortunately, in my head, I went to several people around town who could pull that off.
The Beastmaster.
Yes, and I was
would
like,
love that.
Little Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe like The Last Starfighter, or one of those more obscure sci-fi movies that don't have the popularity. They didn't catch on and run like people aren't 30 years later going, remember The Last Starfighter? No one's doing that. You know,
It was a great movie, though.
It was for what it was. I enjoyed
yeah.
it as a kid. You know, Silverado is one of my favorite movies of the '80s. You remember seeing that movie?
I actually
It's a
did not
western,
see it.
but
I grew up on westerns.
Okay.
My dad loved westerns.
Yeah.
So
you remember that movie Silverado? It's a who's who of stars. It was an '80s cowboy western. It starred, let's see, Kevin Kline was Peyton. Kevin Costner, a young, unfamous Kevin Costner, was in it. Who else was in it? Brian Dennehy, Danny Glover, Rosanna Arquette. Who else am I missing?
Oh, yeah, it's a who's who of
It is.
yeah,
It's a The Fly. What's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he's in it. The Fly. That's why I couldn't remember it. That's why I went to The Fly. Another '80s movie that's fine. Go as Fly, Gremlin Fry, or what was his name? In The Fly, Grumble Fly, or whatever he was, or whatever he was called in that
it's been a
thing.
very long time since
Yeah.
I saw that movie.
Or if you're like me and you can't remember that much of the 80s because, well,
You
there was
weren't-
a lot of tequila involved.
Yeah, right.
Just neon pinks, greens,
Sure.
turquoise
Yeah, whatever.
tracksuits, some
Yeah.
Reeboks, some Keds.
Feather your hair, know, do all that.
No, it's crimping and Aquanet at
Yes.
Yeah.
10
You
feet,
gotta
10
be-
inches high.
Well, if
You
you're a
gotta get
dude, you
some height.
feather. If you're a dude, you feather with the butt part, the middle, and then feather it out.
Wow. Be creative is the point.
Yeah, but yeah, come out and have some fun, and like I said, you'll be done roughly around 8, unless you take a little longer. But whenever you get done
Yeah.
there, and you do, and then make your way into the Health Expo. As far as signups right now for like the mammograms and all that, is that still available?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be available up to the day of. So.
Okay.
And they'll do walk-ins too. So.
Okay, but if you can, especially if you have insurance and everything, please pre-register, and that way
It'll
when
save you time.
It'll save you a whole bunch of time, and that way also, if you're kind of a narrow-minded, you don't have narrow window of time. That's what I was trying to say. Not narrow-minded. It's another discussion for another day. A narrow window of time. That way you can kind of, okay, well, I'm only available like from 10 to 11. Okay, well, let's schedule an appointment in there. But between 8 and noon, because the expo's over at noon on Saturday.
Well, the mammogram bus is going to be there until 5.
Oh, so they'll be going on after
Yeah,
noon.
so if you can't come in the morning, come in the afternoon,
Okay.
and they'll be there.
But if you do have that narrow window, pre-register, and that way you can get exactly what works best for you, assuming it's not filled up
There's no
already.
guarantee that if you come in really late, that the funding will still be
Gotcha.
there, because that's a first come, first serve.
And those are-
once it's out, it's out.
Okay, so if you need the free or the funded provided by, because you don't have insurance or whatever, definitely pre-register early, but get the early times, because like you said, that's a first come, first serve.
Yes.
And I'm guessing by 5 p.m. they'll probably be out of the money at that, or at least in that part of the afternoon.
That's what we're hoping. We're hoping we get that many.
Yeah. So especially during the expo time till noon, that's probably going to be the sweet spot. But please do it. Please sign up for it. And it is, and to be honest, that one you don't, right? It's not like your glucose and all that. There's nothing you have to pre-do
You just
for
need to show
mammograms. Yeah, you just got to go and
Show
do
up
it.
and get squished.
Yeah, but if you do take some of the lab work screenings for glucose and all that, don't forget to fast. That's because you're wasting your time if you don't. If you're trying to check for glucose and all that, see if you have diabetes or anything like that. If you have a full breakfast, it's going to skew the numbers and they're not going to get accurate. So you got to fast for like 12 hours or something. I think usually midnight. They always tell me midnight. Don't eat or drink after midnight, like the gremlin.
Like gremlins. Yeah.
Yep.
Which you can go as in the
Exactly.
What's some of the other booths and things that we want to let folks know that are going to be on hand at Saturday's Health Expo?
Oh gosh, we got the walk through colon again.
Good.
So that's going to be front and center.
Can you
You're
put it
gonna
on
see
the course and then they can run through it?
It might be a little hard to get it back inside after that,
All right.
but you can come run through it if you want to afterwards. We won't stop you.
How many people can say, today I was dressed as Short Circuit Johnny number 5 running through a giant colon?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's-
definitely.
That's Facebook or worthy or TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram picture worthy
That's
as far
true.
as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
Take
so we'll
picture.
have Western Sky Community Care there. They're providing backpacks for kids to come and
Okay.
get. So there's over 250 backpacks going to be available. Those
Great.
are also first come, first serve. We've
And that'll be
got-
helpful, especially because tax-free weekends, like after school, kids go back to school. So
Yep.
if you're thinking, man, I can't wait till tax-free weekend and all that, come out to the fair and then you can get them started at least, and then you can
Yeah.
wait till tax-free to finish up
Yeah,
whatever
all
they
the
need.
backpacks are going to have basic school supplies. So, even if your kid's not ready for the first couple days,
Sure.
whenever they go back for their first full week.
They'll be ready.
Oh, yeah.
So this Saturday, come out and help out, or come out and get while supplies last.
Yes.
So whenever we say while supplies last, you want to be there closer to 8 than closer to 12. That's
The last time we gave away backpacks, they were gone within the first hour.
Yeah.
So be
So-
there
It's
at
about
8.
the same amount too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's,
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna be
it's
a
not
lot.
like they don't have a couple. They have 100. They have a ton to give away, and so it just goes fast. It's just the
Yeah.
nature of the beast here.
And we also have Olympian Beauty Academy going to be there. They're giving out haircut coupons
Oh, cool.
for free haircuts.
That's kind of a tradition for them,
Yes.
isn't it? Where they help out the community every year by giving out these vouchers for free haircuts for kids and everything, because everyone wants to look sharp day one. It's
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So
Yeah, and you can go and schedule it whenever you need.
yeah, that way you can go there and get it done and take care of it after work or after school or
Yeah.
whenever it's convenient for you. So good deal. There's something else I was going to ask and just space out there. There's something I was going to say and I just can't remember what it
Well,
was.
I can also say that I've been going crazy shopping for giveaways.
Okay.
And people are going to want to come.
Got
because-
some sweet swag to give away?
Yeah, I've spent about $6,000 on prizes for the expo,
Awesome.
and there's some sweet stuff. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
specifics because I want people to come and
Right.
see.
Now, are the giveaways for kids and adults or
All ages.
all ages?
We've
Cool.
got some that are going to be specifically for kids, of course,
Sure.
bikes and scooters, and we've got some gift cards for like shoes
Okay,
and
so adult fun
clothes.
too.
And there's going to be some adult stuff. We've got some tech gifts
Okay,
that we're going to give away, and
All
some
right.
household items that are pretty sweet.
very good. Good deal. So good
I
variety.
saw
of
the
stuff.
list and I really wanted one of everything.
She's like,
Oh, I know.
we don't have to give these away,
My
right?
son was going shopping
These are volunteer
with me, and
gifts.
he's like looking like, "Oh, I want that. I want that."
Although maybe it'll hold a few back and use them for volunteers. That's a way to dangle carrot to get for volunteers.
Oh, we are gonna do a giveaway for our booth vendors
Oh,
again
cool.
this year.
Good deal.
So we're
Good
gonna,
deal.
gonna
And
have a little
speaking
bit
of
extra.
volunteers, while you threw that one out there,
Yeah.
if there is anybody who needs some volunteer time, we are still looking for volunteers
Okay.
to help with the run in the morning because
Okay.
we have to block the streets,
Okay.
and then to help with the vendor registration at the booth.
Just logistics of making
Yeah.
sure everything goes
It's
properly.
nothing super difficult. There's not a manual labor type
Yeah.
thing to it. You're going to be sitting and handing out stuff to
Sure.
people. So it's
If you
easy.
can talk to people and hand things to them, then you can do this job.
Oh, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
definitely. And if you need those volunteer hours, we can sign off on them.
Okay.
We are a nonprofit, so
good deal.
it usually counts for that type of stuff.
Excellent. And of course, if you don't want to run in the run, but you have a sweet 80s gig, maybe you just dress up in your 80s and work as a,
Oh, yeah.
hey, don't go this way, go this
oh
way. or
man, that
whatever.
would make a terrific traffic cop.
Police Academy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got the whole cast of Police Academy done up right, and they're the ones monitoring traffic for the fun run, the Footloose fun run. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if Tackleberry says don't go this way, I'm not going this way. That's just how it works. So. There's a whole generation of people like, who the heck are they talking to? Who is this guy? Is he smoking dope? What's wrong with this guy?
Hey,
No one's
maybe
ever
we'll
heard of
see the
this.
movies rise on like the charts and stuff because everybody's going to see it now.
All of a sudden, there's a whole generation of people think this Master of Puppets is a pretty good song. All of a sudden, you know? Like, yeah, it's not new. But definitely do that. Oh, by the way, since we're talking Boys and Girls Club, this is a good time to start signing up your children here as we're getting back to school and things for the fall programs. You guys have a lot in store here for the fall for the kids there, don't you?
Oh, we got a ton of stuff in store. We're working on potentially a new STEM center. We actually have different scholarships for both Pecos and Nancy Lopez schools.
Sweet.
And it's a first come, first serve basis. You know, they can either call us 550-5001. They can stop by. I'm going to be at Nancy Lopez actually Wednesday when they have their open house to talk to them as well.
Okay.
So we're doing everything we can to give as many opportunities for these kids.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for after school things that your children can be a part of here, the Boys and Girls Club, they've got you covered. It's a great way. And the great news is it's if your kids in school, they're elementary, middle, high school, there's opportunities for all of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Back to the Health Expo. Again, it's 8 to noon officially on Saturday. Like you said, for those that are going to be signed up for the mammograms, they are doing those appointments through 5 p.m. that day. Yes. But pre-register if you can. If you space, don't come on out. They'll do their best to try to work in and all that stuff. But
yeah. So we also so we have the mammograms. You mentioned the glucose. We have dental screening, BMI, mental health, blood pressure, vision screening for adults and kids.
Okay.
Skin cancer, vaccinations, and then this year we've got some demonstrations going on.
Yes.
So we've got some little Tai Chi in one of the rooms. We've got senior fitness demo. Meditation, because we all need to learn how to relax a little bit.
I imagine that's a quiet session, the meditation one.
One would hope so.
I would think, all right, it's not like a basketball game rolls in or something. Like,
I have a bullhorn. I could just stir it up a little bit. We've got physicians doing their presentations. We've got insurance presentations. Who's got the big room?
UNM research team is doing some listening sessions.
Okay.
And
they'll have their own little giveaway for that.
Well, they've been doing a lot of UNM, like with COVID and a lot of that. They've been doing a lot of statewide question and answer sessions. I know you guys have hosted several of them.
Yeah, and this is part of that. This is kind of wrapping up their research.
And some of it they're giving you information, but they're also learning from you. And then they're kind of like, well, what are people thinking about this? What are so they're kind of using the information you give them and taking that and trying to either give you correct answers or find out why people think the way they think on this and all that.
That's what this listening session is. They're going to ask questions and then they're just going to get all your answers.
Sure.
And this one's going to be broken down. So they'll do an English only version. And then after that, there will be a Spanish only version. Right. So that way we can hit everybody.
And what I love about this, it takes the politics out of COVID and those kind of things. And that's what we want to do here. Because I know we live in this world where everyone's telling you, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, do this, don't do this, da-da-da-da-da. These are the kind of sessions that break down and give you that information and tell you what's working, what's not working, and so it takes the politics out of it. And it's just we're talking health. We're talking COVID, seriousness, who should be taking it seriously, who shouldn't or shouldn't have to, and you know what I mean, things like that. It's to dispel and separate all that and get all the jargon and nonsense that politicians do to these kinds of things. But that's another conversation for another day. But that's what it's all about, is to learn that, a place for you to come, learn the details, find out what's best for you to protect you and do what you need to do for you. So that's what it's all about. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, you definitely want to check out the demonstrations because it's like locals, because even some of the young kids and stuff are doing some of their floor shows and things too out there too. So that's part of the entertainment too. Is there anything else in there that we want to make sure we know we get them on the radar?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. We had, I think there's 23 this year.
Awesome.
So we had Kerry over here at Bewitches, Character Counts in Chaves County, Boys and Girls Club of Chaves and Lincoln Counties, Eastern New Mexico Medical Center, Humana, Olympian Beauty Academy, Western Sky Community Care, Chimera Independent Physicians, the City of Roswell, Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Mexico, Chaves County DWI, New Mexico Department of Health Rehabilitation Center, Be Well New Mexico, Southern Area Health Education Center, La Casa Family Health Center, Trans Aero Medevac, Alzheimer's Association, Familia Dental, Kremlin Auto Group, Loveless Hospital, Interim Healthcare, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, and Chaves County CASA.
Nice. Thank you to every one of those.
Oh gosh, we couldn't have done it without everybody.
Yeah,
and
the events wouldn't happen without those folks.
Yeah, their support really helped us this year. And since we had so many, we are able to give back to the community so much.
Although you just put a vision I want to see in my head now. I want to see at the fair, I know this is not going to happen, but maybe in the future, we have 2 booths. There's Be Well NM, Be Witches, right next to each other. Be Well and Be Witches, right next to each other.
And then what are we doing? We're going to box
I don't know.
out?
I just want to see, well, you could be well or be witches. What do you want to do?
I'll fling a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a theme there we can work on.
That'd be awesome.
What do you want? You want to be well? You want to be witches? But definitely
fun.
come on out Saturday. 7 a.m. is the start time for the fun run. 6:30 is when they start registering everybody. Everything's right there in the parking lot there at the convention center. And then, of course, 8 a.m. is when the actual health expo gets underway. Everything is all encompassing all there at the Roswell Convention and Civic Center. Mm-hmm. Come on out, completely free to enter and walk in and walk around and all that stuff. And sign up for some of the advanced stuff. But if you just want to walk around, like you said, if you're looking for actual screenings to get, great, we got you covered. But if you're actually looking for information to, like,